天下無双優位が独走いいわ見せてあげるわよ優位私に任せてください水やほり呼んだか知れ邪魔するの地獄に落ちろ私に任せてください
Yeah, I was reading about his meltdown just now after I finished working over here. X-Play was good for pre-internet, pre-YouTube. Just like seeing what the game looked like, but I never really cared much for their opinion. I remember when they reviewed Strider 2 and they said it was too easy to beat. It's like, well, it's an arcade game, so it's supposed to run CC and at least try to. But it's an arcade game with unlimited credits, so yeah, it's about as easy as it can possibly get. Weird how they tried to bring it back. I don't know why they tried to bring X-Play back. It's like, there's no market for it anymore. You find random nobodies like me that can cover games better than they can. So, they burnt through a lot of money to bring back X-Play. It completely crashed and burned. They burnt through a ridiculous amount of money. I think they were paying people like 4 or 5 figures to show up on there. Some of the creators that showed up on there. Shit, I would do that too. I can't blame them, but it's not exactly how you run a sustainable business, burning that much cash per episode. You know, it's pretty much just people talking in a room, so like, ludicrously expensive. Thoughts on the Street Sport patch? I'm glad it's out, so I'm shocked it's actually out. I mean, I've had it for ages, Mania Plus looks really dumb. Mania Plus looks really stupid now. They didn't completely nerf everything. They did normalize some stuff. They neutered Shiva quite a bit, but he's still busted. I don't think they really gutted anybody. And it doesn't really matter anyway, because the swapper will get updated and you can just change them back to how they were.
安らかに眠ってください。
The survival mode is awesome.
普通という名の牢獄から解放されたのです。
Survival mode is basically like Smash Brothers now. You can turn off the items and
天
hazards.
下無双
So
優位が独走
if you played survival mode for a while and you got frustrated with it because of all the Smash Brothers isms, like getting killed by random stuff you can't turn off, I recommend trying it out again because now you can just kind of have it more like a Bloody Palace kind of thing. It's like just straight combat. There's no gimmicks.
邪魔するな
That was why a lot of people got sick of survival mode, because
奥に落ちろ
past a certain point, all you could really do is just spam moves over and over. And the hazards were really bad RNG-wise too. If you're trying to score well, that was the biggest problem with that mode. If you got the wrestling level with like a bunch of hazards in the pit, and the balls, and the cage, like, you could barely fight, right? And if you're on a higher level where everything is doing so much damage, and you're basically turned into a Russo game at that point. It felt like more luck than skill. So it's cool that that's sort of gone. You can still play like that if you want. You have the crazy like Mario Party, Smash Brothers gimmicks, but they turned it off now, which is really cool. I really enjoyed that in the beta period. Made the survival mode a lot more fun. Axel is a lot better now, yeah.
生き残ることができてよかった
Try it for
よ
yourself. Pretty much the whole community was playing it earlier today when I woke up. There were a lot of people online. It's the most alive that game's been in a while because people like really optimized it. They were tired of the issues in the previous version, so they all kind of moved on to other games, but a lot of them came back. I think the new Mania Plus is stupid though. It's too goofy. It's like double boss spawns and retro enemies spawning in random spots. Just like, I mean, I guess if you want the challenge, but just because something's hard doesn't mean it's fun. A lot of gamers don't understand that. Just because something's challenging doesn't mean it's a fun and rewarding kind of challenging. Case in point, all those games that have like hard modes where they just give everything like 30 times more health and die in one hit. I don't really consider that to be engaging. It's hard, yes. Like actual engaging difficulties, no. You're doing the same thing for longer. I might play some of it tonight. We'll see. I fixed Wo Long. I got that game to run a lot better. So, I might play that a little bit tonight. The new co-op moves are cool, and I guess we'll be able to use those once the swapper gets updated too. That's going to be awesome. Survival mode will be a lot more fun with mods as well, because you can turn off the hazards. Turn off the hazards officially now, so I think survival mode before had like potential to be like one of the best action roguelikes, even though it's just a side mode. But the random factors really killed it for me. It felt like playing Smash with items on. Like, it's fun, but you can't take it seriously because there's too much stuff out of your control happening. So now that that's gone, you can turn it off if you want. I might actually play that more. I got tired of it really quickly. Really shoehorned into having a character that could spam a move that like went forward with a lot of invincibility like Shiva. Very little else was viable. It got to the point where skill and like the combo system and stuff didn't matter. There was so much crap all over the screen. You couldn't really play it like a beat 'em up anymore. It had to be like a Muso game where everything one-shots you. Like some of the really difficult older Muso games. You could die in like 2 hits. Peon slashes you once, you're like dead, that kind of thing. Yikes.
安らかに眠ってください。苦痛という名の牢獄から解放されたのです。
I would play it right now, but it's not on mobile yet. Mobile probably won't get it for months because that company that does those ports takes ages to put out updates. It take like a really long time. The ironic thing is when they ported, they did the Dead Cells update, like the D-pad didn't work for movement for like 2 months. I'm like, how do you screw that up? I mean, obviously some stuff's gonna slip through the cracks, but like, come on, that's like basic functionality. It literally didn't work. That game is already a kind of game where you kind of like really can't make that many mistakes. It's very punishing to even get hit once, so I think most people prefer to play that on the D-pad because it removes any instance of, you know, when you control a digital character in like a 2D game with an analog stick, there's always a chance that the dead zone will hit and your movement won't come out. That's pretty much why, like, if you're playing on a controller, like platformers and beat 'em ups and fighting games, better to use the D-pad for movement. Yeah, they had that broken for like over a month. Like, I think that's the kind of thing you would test first. Can the character even move with the intended part of the controller? So I don't have faith that will come to I don't have faith that will come to mobile anytime soon. It'll probably take a while. Yeah, in-game survival mode is pretty much just Muso. It's like Kaizo Muso. There's like lots of enemies on the screen, but like you have to manage everything perfectly or you die. But I thought it got kind of old, really. Infinite with version 8 Shiva already. They didn't completely gut him. They kind of gutted my playstyle. But I'd say they did a relatively decent job. I might be salty about it, but they didn't completely neuter him. They didn't do like a modern fighting game rebalancing where they just like see people using a character too much in tournaments and then just chop their knees off. They didn't do that. They made some of the stuff that was less used, like, actually worth using. And that was kind of the problem with Shiva, is he had stuff that was just outright better than everything else he had. So I actually did not use that stuff, besides the flying kick, but it just wasn't viable, really. Especially if you're talking about survival mode. Spirit Palm was like the most busted thing. I saw people got to like 400. Spirit Palm spam, and then the star that gives you the palms. And then Bloodthirst gave you back your health when you use Spirit Palm. So you can play like for ridiculously long times. Comedy. Yes, they were, but we didn't have anyone to test them with, obviously. Yes, I was told about that when they gave me the data. Freaking screenshot button screwed me over. It's whatever. I gotta get used to playing on this controller. But yeah, I had access to the custom survival. I played it a little bit. I think it should have been like that in the first place. It's weird because, like, even though it kind of devolved into just spamming really safe moves over and over, there was still skill involved, but there was a lot of luck too. It gave you those hazards and those, like, the hardest enemies on, like, the wrestling level with, like, the balls, the pit, and the electric fence. The run's pretty much dead. There's no skill in getting past that. Pure luck. So it's cool that that's gone if you want it to be. I don't think they have a leaderboard, but I don't know if anyone really cares about the leaderboard at this point. People will just make unofficial like playthroughs of it without the items on. But that's the last patch for real though, there's not going to be anything else. So at this point, I've already said in the Discord that this is our game now, which means that it won't be updated anymore. Which isn't a bad thing. Lots of fighting games out there that stop getting updated and they have like huge balance overhauls like BB Tag, Blaze Blue Central Fiction. Even Battle for the Grid it's not getting gameplay mods, but quality of life mods. I think they have like a hitbox viewer and like some other stuff in there. Training mode upgrades. They said they're working on the next game. I wonder if it will be Streets 5. I could see it. Before anyone says it's too soon, Streets of Rage 1 and 2, despite being night and day improvement, is only a year apart. 2 to 3 was like maybe a year and a half, 2 years tops. More time has passed between Streets 4 release and the final patch today than the entire trilogy. It's been about 3 years now. The Streets trilogy was from 91 to 94, so I do think they could possibly be working on another one. It's really weird if people say it's too soon. Like, one of those games, like 3 games came out on the same console. The first one was pretty much a launch, well, not a launch title, but like early gen. Streets of Rage 2 was really big, of course, because it came out the same year as Sonic 2, so pretty much any Sega kid had both of those games. But yeah, that patch was done for like a year. I guess there's just a lot of red tape with putting it out. I remember he messaged me and he said that the patch was locked in. Like, I was like over a year ago. I think there were a number of problems. You know, Turtles was one of those problems. They had to get that game out on every platform simultaneously, and they did a damn good job. I think that game fails in comparison to Streets 4, but functionality-wise, solid. Didn't really have any major glitches. Rollback netcode, play with like 6 of your friends and have it be like more functional than a delay-based netcode fighting game. Recording studios did a damn good job, but around the time I think that this was the patch for Streets 4 was supposed to be ready, and they were all hands on deck trying to get that out. Just haven't had any desire to play that game. It's boring. Cool that they added the dip switches though. I think they nerfed taunting as well, so not as slow paced, but having 7 characters be like exactly the same is what made me not like that game. It's about what I expected though when I announced that their Tribute was doing it, because their games always have like great graphics and music. Their gameplay is always like average at best. You try to do like retro-inspired stuff, but the stuff they're inspired by is still like way better. I mean, it's like 20, 30 years old. Probably gonna make another one of those too. They kind of have to. It's sold like crazy amounts of copies. I'd be shocked if they didn't. Let's hope they actually care about things that need to be in a beat 'em up, like the characters actually playing differently and not just being really complicated skills. don't think that game has much longevity. It's not because it's a beat 'em up either. It's just that every run is the same. The characters are all the same. Every boss is the same. Yeah, if you have Street Explorer and you didn't like survival mode, definitely check out the custom mode. It's very akin to the difference between how they play Smash competitively and how people play it casually. It's like they remove everything from Smash that makes it so there's any kind of random factor. That's pretty much what the survival mode is now. You can still play like that if you want, but I think it's a lot better. More control. It's just a lot of stuff wasn't viable. When there's like 50 enemies on the screen, and if one of their hitboxes touches you, you die, it kind of makes the game stale because there's no like real thought involved anymore. What move do I have that's safe? That I can keep spamming and proc elements on. That's pretty much how the builds work too. The builds are really one-dimensional just because of how much stuff is on the screen. Might play some of that tonight. So annoying now. I got buffed. It's just a fight. Got your ass ton of iframes. talking official or just in general? Because my top 2 is 4 in this. Streets X are like the ones I actually want to go back and play. 3 I didn't really get to experience because the American one is all messed up. They made the American one like balls hard for some reason. I actually did not have a Genesis growing up, so my experience with these games was going to friends' houses. It was a very popular game back then. Pretty common for any Sega kids you knew to have this and Sonic. And I played them a lot later in life and emulation and stuff. I was a Nintendo kid, so I didn't play these as much as a kid as other people my age. I'd say this and 4. Like this fan game is better than a lot of other modern beat 'em ups that come out. It didn't used to be. He's really evolved and improved it a lot over the years. He's very receptive to feedback. I mean, he's doing this for free. You can't sell it, obviously, so no reason not to. It's not like there's a financial cost to it or anything. He's just doing it as a hobby. Yeah, he takes feedback very well. Still holds it, not 4, but 2 still holds up. 3 you kind of need to play the bare knuckle restored one that gets rid of all the bullshit difficulty that they gave us over here in America. 1 I think has aged very poorly. I think it's better to just play this Streets of Rage 1 route of this, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go back and play that game. It's aged very poorly. 1 to 2 is a huge improvement. Pretty crazy they made that game like a year later. Like one of the most improved sequels, probably of all time. If you ask me. Sprites like doubled in size, the frame rate doubled. Music is still good. 4 characters. Even without the difficulty changes, I think 3's a lot of pacing problems. The train level is awful. It feels like it goes on for hours. The part where you have to save the president from the bombs is pretty dumb too. Like they tried to do stuff different, but it makes the game less pick up and play later too. That stuff kind of gets annoying after like a couple times you play it. he also has the PAP system. I think it does it relatively well. Better than games that came after it, like Titan Rage and Metal Slug 3. That's like the one thing. I like the special bar mechanic in that game is really cool too. Like you can wait for the bar to fill up and do it for free, and then you get the leveled up stars assistant too. Like that was pretty cool. Sega of America decided that they don't want kids to rent the game or something. I don't know why they did that. I wouldn't be surprised if it was anti-rental. I'm very scared of the rental market. Ironic thing is that you really could beat all those games on a rental. You didn't really need to own Nintendo 16-bit games. You really could beat most of them in a weekend. It's pretty much just like JRPGs and stuff you couldn't finish. You sat there and you started on like Friday afternoon after school. You could beat it by Monday. I wanted kids to beg their parents to buy it full price. So fuck with the games. Definitely beat a disproportionate amount of games. We had like maybe 15, 20 games, but just keep renting them. Funny how things haven't changed, really. Now they just put a lot of unskippable tutorials and cutscenes in the start of games, so you can't refund them. And all that does is just get them bad reviews, because half the time it's on PC, the games fucking work anyway. FF7 Remake is a perfect example. I don't think it was intentional in that game, obviously, because it wasn't designed for PC, but it's interesting how that game's design and the bad port kind of go hand in hand. Yeah, that game's not going to work by the time you get out of that reactor, so I'm stuck with a paperweight. Just a big bag of non-functional trash in your hard drive. That doesn't work. They definitely do that, though. I would be surprised if that's not part of the game design process now. How much time can we waste in the first 2 hours so they don't refund it? Probably. Oh, nice. Most annoying enemy. And he beat him up. He doesn't fall in there either. Good track right here. Ultimate track. I wonder if they are working on a Street Spy, but I definitely think they could be. It's gonna be weird. People have this idea that not enough time has passed. 3 years for the entire trilogy, and then there was like 16 years of nothing. More time, about as much time has passed from launch Streets 4 to the patch today than the entire original trilogy. Roughly about the same amount of time, maybe off by a couple months. Definitely could make another one, I'm sure. Interesting to see what they would do that would be new. I would be totally down if they just used the old, like, the hand-drawn sprites from 4 and just, like, added more. They put Skate in the game, make, like, Dr. Zahn and, like, a lot of the other characters, make them HD hand-drawn. I would not be opposed to that. They made 2 games with the same sprites. I heard a rumor they might be doing Golden Axe next. I heard a rumor that might be what's coming next. It might not be Street 5. down for Golden Axe. I never really found those games to be that great. I think they have a lot less of a foundation to work on versus something like Streets. Oh, I scrolled the apple off the belt. That sucks. Didn't think the belt was gonna scroll that far. That's what they mean by belt scroller. It's a belt that scrolls and you can't just get back. Final extend. Really good. Walk into it. And zoned out here. Taking a hint from the school of Team Ninja Games. Just stand there and shoot. Tactic. Sucks, I wasted my super. see ya. Wouldn't let me throw him. Sloppy, but whatever. I gotta get used to using this controller again. I'm on the Steam Deck for portable gaming so much now. But not bad. Gotta do 2 more for the unlimited juggle and OTG. Maybe we'll try to knock that out later this week. GG's. That was fun. Nice chill playthrough. There I am in the credits. Alright, well that's gonna do it for now. Let's see. I got no more homework to do right now. Done with PGR for like another 2 hours. So, I guess that's it for now. If I stream tonight, probably be... I'm going to try to stream go long. I turned off my E-cores. That's made the game run a lot better. Should not have to fucking do that, but it's a partial fix for now. Unfortunately, I just don't really like playing that game. But if not that, then probably Street Spore with the items off survival. That might be fun to mess around with. So yeah, see you guys later.